All right,
Yeah.
so welcome to Violent Cinema Review. We are
Oh
doing
yeah.
Slimy Little Bastards,
Slimy Little Bastards. The first movie I've ever seen from the YouTube fucking legend, Mr. Dave Parker.
who we got to hang out with at Cinema Wasteland, which was
Hell yeah.
fun. But definitely a cool experience. It was cool to hang out with him.
Oh yeah. It was cool to see him drunk because I know he doesn't get drunk very often.
Oh, he was smashed. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Not as smashed as me, but he was getting there.
Yeah.
Or you that day.
Oh, yeah. Just how much puke. So, Slimy Little Bastards is basically an anthology of three different shorts. This guy goes into a curator's house. He's kind of like a crypt keeper, looks like Doctor Strange, but with flubber.
Yeah, methed out Doctor Strange. He's a lot skinnier. He's got a scar.
Pretty funny, though. The character is great. All the acting is definitely over the top, but really funny.
Oh yeah. You know. But yeah, I actually really liked the wraparound. I thought, besides one of the shorts we'll get into, I thought it had the most clever dialogue. Was one of the most clever dialogue, and it was nice. I liked the relationship and the juxtaposition between that completely over the top and then I forgot his name, but the PI type character has more of a like you're bullshitting me guy kind of
Yeah,
attitude to it.
it was actually fun to see Bones get grossed out by slime. Apparently,
Yeah, actually.
that's his thing.
See,
So if you don't like slime and oozy shit, maybe this
it's
movie isn't for
oozy
you.
shit. I think that's the perfect way to explain it. It's fucking oozy shit.
Like
Like,
chunks of stuff in the ooze, and it's
yeah, man,
effective.
it is.
Infected.
Speaking of that, though, the first story is called Organic Shit, and it's probably the simplest one out of all of them. It's nothing too much to it. It's a guy who's there's oozy shit basically inside of his sink, and a plumber comes, and then they end up dying basically. But that's the one that actually got to me a little bit, like the ooze coming out of Dustin's mouth, like while he's doing it.
Hmm.
It was pretty grody. See, my one question too is like, how did that ooze was already in there from like the beginning, and I don't know how.
It's called you cut the shot. It's the beauty of Hollywood.
It's the beauty of Hollywood, son.
Cut, put in your mouth. All right, we go.
Yeah, my favorite thing about this one though was the monsters like a Slimo-Vision POV type
Hmm.
thing. Yeah, it's definitely overused in a lot of indie stuff, but I think he used it sparsely enough and in the correct moments to where it was really effective rather than cheesy.
Hmm. There's definitely people that can just take a concept and own it in a way and just making it good. So it's definitely one of those ones. I appreciate anthologies too. It's cool to see.
Oh yeah, I think each one of these different stories has their own strengths to them too.
Hmm.
And yeah, but it's mostly just all great throwback, like little creature feature fun though.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um,
And then
but
there's Brain Busters, that was fun.
oh yeah, that one had my favorite. Like, it's the best technical quality in my opinion. I love the shots, like some of the really experimental ones he was doing in the beginning, and it had the best lit shot in the movie that I actually thought looked really good. With the bathroom scene with Aaron R. Ryan, I thought that
Hmm.
was great.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was cool. Another one that had the hallway shot, right?
Yeah, the hallway shot that was like
It was
turned
upside
upside
down.
down in the
Hmm.
beginning.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought that was really effective.
yeah. Um, I I don't know who's running the camera during this one, but I think they have a great eye because I know Dustin and Dave both ran the camera uh, concurrently. Is that the right word?
Hmm.
But I like the acting in this one too. This is my favorite acting out of them. I thought Aaron R. Ryan did an amazing job with her kind of like disassociating from reality, like mentally unstable type character.
Yeah, and this is definitely one of the gorier ones.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the real like start of like throwing in a good chunk of effects. Uh, when she killed I'm really bad at remembering people's names in movies, but her doctor character.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, this one had a pretty simple story too, and I don't really want to get into it too much because the majority of the story actually ends up being the twist, though.
Yeah,
But it is a little. Uh, you've seen it done before, just not in this quite a way where like people just start dying during our main character's blackouts, basically.
Mhm. And then the last short of it was Krusty's, which I thought
Oh
was
yeah,
really cool. It was kind of like a D&D type thing.
yeah,
Lots of
yeah.
fucking humor.
This one it felt like it was just a bunch of friends getting together who really knew each other well. I think the back and forth between the characters worked fucking perfectly.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of one-liners in here that were just hilarious.
Oh my God, yeah. This is where the dialogue truly shines and shows that like Dave's actually a really, really good writer. Like my favorite line in this whole fucking movie is the whole like, "What's a juggalo? Oh, a juggalo is just a wigger with meth and whippets."
Oh, you're worse than Juggalo.
I can't pass the same
What?
throw.
Fuck you, dude. What the fuck, dude?
What's a
Dude,
Juggalo?
What's a juggalo?
fuck you, man.
It's like a wigger with meth and whippets.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's pretty funny. Or the sling bat or sling blade.
I love that when they're watching the TV and it's the fake commercial. It's like, what if Sling Blade was actually a pervert, a lovable pedophile?
No, there's some really good stuff in this one. No,
Um,
definitely
I
hilarious. Had
like
me cracking up.
Oh yeah, this one was definitely like the over the top, crazy, goriest of them too. Yeah.
Yeah, and all the puppets and gore gags were fun.
Oh yeah, got like four puppets. The only one that didn't work for me too well was the watermelon one, but it still like brought the charm to it.
Oh yeah,
It
well,
was
and it
a
was only
little
a
obvious.
watermelon when he crushed it, but yeah.
Yeah. You could
But
tell like the shape wasn't quite the same.
it's supposed to be a clam, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was
Uh,
really good.
one thing about this one we didn't get into yet is that this is the opening that's also on the back of the Blu-ray release though, but it has that badass miniature set that Dave made. And
Hmm.
I love that throwback to like the classic of the B movie monster movies.
Hmm. That was one of my favorites of it, I have to say. But just because of the humor and just everything about it.
Yeah, it was definitely a super fun time.
No, it reminded me of the Dingleberries and just kind of where it's like you're not supposed to take the creatures serious, but they're, it's funny, it's quirky.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely changed. It's like instead of doing it normally, like they're like trying to kill them in this house, like they have that whole like frog thing that makes them go on a trip basically, and they're killing the puppets in their like high and their delusions, but
Mhm.
they're also doing it in real life. And I don't know, I thought it was pretty fun. I like that. It was really different. But yeah, as a whole, though, I think Slimy Little Bastards is well worth your time. It's an ultra low budget love letter to the trashy little like monster subgenre that I know Dave has a huge like affinity for. But what sets it aside from the rest of the films in the same style is I really think the dialogue is super well written, and that there's some really damn entertaining performances in there. And one thing we didn't actually touch on too, I'm gonna touch on real quick before my last little end note, but pretty much all the characters are played by like the same just handful of people. And
Mhm.
I couldn't even really tell that in certain instances, like the costuming and
Mhm.
the time period kind of helped it out.
Yeah, because apparently
Um
Dustin Mills was in everything, but I couldn't tell. And some of them were like, "Wait, is that him?"
See, yeah, I didn't know who he was in the second one.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's a great movie. It's just a bunch of friends getting together and having a blast, and you leaves you with the same fun feeling that they had while making it. So
Yeah.
it's
And I kind of
well
feel it's
worth
the
your time.
same. It's kind of the same thing. Like enjoy it with some friends, get high, get drunk, and just enjoy the film.
Oh yeah, I was sober watching. I still enjoyed
Hmm.
it.
Fun little flick.
Oh yeah. And if you haven't already, check out Toxic Filth. Their release of it's pretty damn sick. I love that they have the bigger Blu-ray cases. I hate the really fucking skinny ones. Make sure to check out Dave Parker too, Mr. Parker. He's way more popular than us, so I'm sure you already know him.
Yeah, right. It's amazing how many movies he reviews in a week. It's insane.
Dude, seriously, the motherfucker watches like 50, 60 movies in a week. Like, it's insane.
Hmm.
I have a hard time watching 30 in like fucking a month.
I will have to say it'd be nice to kind of hear him go back into where he just kind of talks about one movie and kind of stretches it out a little bit. Because it is kind of one of those things. It's like, here's the movie, here's a small little bit. Sorry, all right, let's go on to the next one. Because he just has so much he's going over.
Oh yeah.
But his I love his the shows he's been doing where he's been kind of doing it like doing Q&A, not Q&A, but just kind of like testing
Well,
people's knowledge and things, which is cool.
those have been really fun. I know he's gonna do a second season here soon that I think you already recorded some of. But it's great. Watch the Marcus Cook episode and Art Edinger's episode's great too. Shit, I'm trying to think of some of the other people he did.
Dustin Mills is on there.
Dustin,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, that series has been a lot of fun though. I've watched those a couple times over. That's pretty much it for me for Slimy Little Bastards.
Yeah. We give it a thumbs up for sure.
Fuck yeah. I think it's well above average. As for indie film, I think it's well above average. So it's like a 3.5 for me. I don't know if we're gonna do ratings, but 3.5 out of 5. So
Mm. Yeah, and it's technically his second film, right?
yeah, he has. He has one, and if you want to watch the other one, it's Halloween Spookies, which is after. That one is just already free on YouTube.
Cool. Yeah, so check that out on YouTube. All right, well, thank
Hell
you very
yeah.
much for tuning into our review. Expect more of this. We're going to be doing 5 movies from Toxic Filth, and then we'll start doing other reviews after that, or just kind of whatever.
Whatever we get into or whatever people want us to watch.
Yeah, we're going to go back into topic months and then kind of focus our movies on those topics. So,
Yeah, topics will be coming soon down the line, not too far away now. Thank you guys for listening.
yeah, thanks.